Thank you for joining me for this video on Inside Amazon, where I obtained secret information from Amazon's team by traveling to India and approaching their staff members during their cigarette breaks. During this video, I want to talk to you about someone I met who worked for seller support at one of the Hyderabad offices, and it wasn't at the main campus. It's at one of their offices that have no labeling, no signage at all, because as was described to me countless times when I was there, Amazon tends to hide where they keep their people other than their main campus. I want to talk to you about this particular one. Seller support was very, very hard to get information out of, except they do follow intense scripts. They do have the ability to update the scripts, but there is an approval process. Seller support claims to treat all sellers alike. From what I learned from brand registry, they do find sellers from different parts of the world to be harder to deal with. Chinese sellers are very difficult to deal with. Sellers in India, even though I was speaking with people from India, are very, very difficult. And last but not least, in the top 3 difficult sellers to work with are the American sellers. What seller support said, which was the same as what the brand registry people said, is that American sellers tend to be more knowledgeable about Amazon, but they also tend to be curt and impolite and abrupt. So if you want Amazon staff to work with you, you need to tone it down a bit because they do take things very, very personally. I tried to get information from seller support regarding why they approve some plans of action and why they reject others. I was certainly informed that they have quotas, although I couldn't identify what the quotas were, and that their time is very tight. I was told specifically that it is much faster for Amazon seller support people to ask for more information or to turn down your plan of action rather than approve it, because to approve it, they have to check certain boxes in their script. So towards the end of the shift, it only makes sense that these staff members are more inclined to simply ask for more information or to reject your plan of action. I tried to figure out how we could get our plans of action in front of seller support when they are starting their shift rather than towards the end, but I couldn't get a straight answer. Also, it seems like a very difficult thing to do since seller support, just like their other teams in India, work multiple shifts, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, while there is a script that they follow and there are canned responses, your plans of action are clearly being reviewed by people, not by robots. If you've spoke to an Amazon consultant out there and they're telling you this is all robot-based, from what I learned by traveling to India and speaking with dozens of people that work for Amazon, your emails are being read by people, not by bots. Also, the Amazon people reading your plans of action and your Amazon appeals have the ability to decide whether you did or did not fulfill the script and what they're looking for. So there are both subjective analyses being done as well as objective analyses being done. As a result of speaking with Amazon staff in India, I added some stories to our breaking news. As a result of adding that information, I received a phone call from a person in the United States that worked for Amazon, also in seller support. And what he did was really cool. He confirmed that the information in our book on suspensions and that our methodology for writing plans of action, which I share with sellers all over the world, was dead on accurate. He also confirmed exactly what the staff in India was saying. Script-based, but also the ability to decide whether or not what you submit fulfills the boxes they need to check. Please join me for the rest of our Inside Amazon videos where I traveled to India to get the inside information so that you don't have to.